welcome back to the JDW SportsTalkShow. And today's episode, I'm going to be talking about Julian Edelman. Is he a Hall of Famer? Will he be returning to the Bucks? So let's just start where this all started at. Julian Edelman failed a physical for New England. He gets released by New England, and then everyone's going, "Oh, Tampa Bay. He's going to go to Tampa Bay to Brady and Gronk." How surprising, right? Um, the release was surprising itself. I wasn't expecting it, and then to hear a little while later the retirement was surprising to everyone as well. That was a shock. We all thought he was maybe going to play another year or two and go and play with Brady and Gronk in Tampa Bay. It seemed that just seemed right at the time. But Julian Edelman, I seen one of the clips of him talking about retiring, and he's going. I said I was going to go until the wheels fall off. He played his hardest, and he had a great 12-year career in New England. But there's some chatter that he is going to come out of retirement because they did release him. New England did release him. So if he comes out of retirement, they don't have the rights to him. So, I mean, he could easily come out of retirement, 8 weeks into the season and probably play again. I could see that happening because, we've seen that with Gronk. Not midway through the season, but before the season started, I think it was around the beginning, came out of retirement and played for the Buccaneers and had a pretty good season. It seemed Julian Edelman, he did get caught doing, the substance abuse that he shouldn't be doing in the league when he was trying to come back from that knee injury. And, you know, when you start doing that and you start getting on the wrong side of 30 and your body isn't recovering well, that's an issue. When you really need to take a step back and look at, you know, can you continue playing? Because these players have a life outside of football. Some people forget that these guys have a life after football. They want to live. They have families too. They have kids too. They have wives too that they want to go home to. That they want to be able to run around with their kids as long as they're good. You want to have a life with your family and stuff outside of football. So yeah, I see where he's going with that. So I guess it was just like once you start taking the roids and you start going and some of that substance abuse, to try and get back quicker. And when he got caught, I kind of respected that didn't really he didn't really like try to shy away from it and make excuses. He was like, I don't know what to say. Okay, it's me. I don't know what to say. It was a situation like that. So I respect him the fact for doing that and not making some excuse. But at the same time, he did it, and that is against NFL's rules, of course. So that's something to watch out for. And then you have, the big conversation. If he doesn't come out of retirement, or even if he does come out and he plays another year, is he a Hall of Famer? People ask this all the time, and they've been asking this for the past while now, and it's a really valid question because, look at his post. There's two sides to this argument right now, and two very valid ones on each side, The people that say no, they say, you have to be great in the regular season. You can't just be great in the postseason. Even though he's a Super Bowl MVP and he's been clutch and amazing in the postseason, he's never produced Hall of Fame numbers. He's never had a year over 7 touchdowns. That's not Hall of Fame. He's had only I want to say only three, but three is a lot. But for Hall of Fame, it's not. Three 1,000-yard seasons, you run at least 5, 6, maybe. And then he's got 36 touchdowns in his career, along with 7,000 receiving yards. That's not Hall of Fame numbers. You definitely want north of at least 10,000 receiving yards, at least. And then the 36 touchdowns. I think you definitely need more touchdowns than 36 to be a Hall of Famer, in my opinion. So I definitely see the side of that. And then you have the people saying, he's a Hall of Famer just because of his postseason. And when you perform where it matters most, that's when it earns your spot in the game. I definitely agree with that statement, but not all of it because you have to be. It's very, as we all know, it's you want a player who's going to shine when the lights are brightest. You want them to show up and make the plays when it matters most. But at the same time, you also like gotta, you know, be good all the time. You gotta be consistent. And everyone was somewhat consistent throughout your career. He was pretty damn good, but not Hall of Fame good. If you get what I mean. I truly believe you gotta be good. I'm with the one side. I don't think he is. As much as I love how great he was in the postseason, and as how important that is, it's just you have to produce some numbers. If you're gonna be Hall of Fame, you definitely have to produce some numbers. And he's produced some, but not Hall of Fame numbers. And he just hasn't had that success in the regular season. And he hasn't. It's just I don't see him being a Hall of Famer. He shouldn't be. But I mean, let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you Pats fans think. I'm sure you guys are gonna think so. Um, but truth is, I really don't think so. I really don't think he belongs in Canton, even though he was a Super Bowl MVP and one of the really good receivers in the postseason. But you got to be good all the time. You got to be good before the playoffs and the playoffs. You always got to be on your game. So let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think he should be in Hall of Fame? He shouldn't? I guess we will see what happens if he comes back. If he comes out of retirement, that wouldn't shock me at all. So I guess we will see what happens here. So, like I said, let me know what you guys think. If you enjoyed, leave a like. If you enjoy, leave a sub. Put the post notice on. Be ready for the live streams. And that's it for this video. I thank you for joining, and I'll catch you next time.